Elf. Now I'm live. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch.tv/popout/Zenzander/chat.
Nice.
There's my chat. So if you want to join the chat, go ahead. But you can just watch. Should I broadcast on your Discord or what? I don't know. I'm just.
Oh no, I'm on your page right now.
Oh, okay. So you're actually gonna watch the stream, but you might want to mute
Mm-hmm.
the stream because the stream's
Yeah,
gonna
you'll see
lag.
through it.
Yeah, the stream's gonna lag the Discord. Okay, so do you see the game now?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I'm doing right now. Um, these are suburbs. They just give you more EXP, and I only did it because they transform, and that's what I'm trying to farm right now. Metamorphosis orbs. Let's see. Transform, counterattack. Yeah. Counterattacks, though, change your target, so I don't really like them that much.
Mm-hmm.
Chance to hit. Resource cap. I kind of want that because I'm farming the resource.
Mm-hmm.
If your HP drops below, 40% chance not to use a potion. Supplies. Potion. So let's see. I'm walking around. I'm also going the defense route right now that you did and giving it a try. Anything that gives defense, I'm popping in there. And
Yeah, you want
throwing in defense.
defense or vampirism or
Yeah, it's either defense and
anything that
regen or
heals over
defense
time.
and it's one of those two all the time. Let's see. Meadows, transform. That's giving me the resource I want. Here's a treasury. Yay. I have a rock, so let's fuck around with this. There's more transform orbs.
Mm-hmm.
There's more transform orbs.
Yeah,
I
that's
need
what I was
those.
doing with like the whole stack.
I need those, so yeah, those are very, because I was out, and I was changing around my, when I'm done with this loop, I'll show you my village. Let's see, I'll just try to grab this, because this gives you transform orbs, too. Like, everything is centered around transform orbs. Suburbs, morph, transform resource.
Mm-hmm.
Groves don't transform when you do bloody groves, but battlefields transform into blood paths, so I'm doing that. Meadows, of course, transform. Flop, so there was more resource there. Plus, this actually, with stone, gives you stone, and I was out of that, and wood. So, groves, meadows, mountains, they give me the three resources I'm trying to get. Wood, stone, and metamorph, and transform orbs. And cemeteries also give you stone. So I'm throwing those in there, too, for good measure. They don't transform into anything. See, I have the game speed on super fast, as you can see.
Well, and that's what I did. I watched your stream yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And you have to go into the options.
Yep.
So you can see in battle movement. And I had it all the way up, but I didn't have battle movement up.
Yeah, right here. Not right here. Somewhere here. I had to hear from that. I like highlighting the road when you're 70% map filled in because it warns you that you're getting close to the boss.
Okay.
This one, there it is. Automatically pause after battle, automatically pause at the end of the loop, pause when hovering over, and allow changing fight speed is what you select. So then you can change the fight speed. And then that's really good. Because then you go into fight speed and it's somewhere. I can't remember actually where it is. Oh crap. I reset my fight speed. That's pretty nice. Wait a minute, go back into options. I want my fight speed up. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Flop. 2.5 times. Suburbs, transform. We just give you more EXP. Rocks, yeah. Suburbs. Oh, that won't transform in the corner. It has to be surrounding. Ah, what a waste. Groves. Battlefields, here we go. Let's morph. There you go. There's some transformations. And battlefields here, maybe? Yeah. We'll put some more there. The spiders can't help you now. There we go. So I have an Oblivion card. What did I get? Defense equal 1. Evasion and vampirism or a little bit of regen. I think 6% vampirism is better than 0.5 regen. Just an opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just guessing. See, rocks. Sure, let's just fill this in. I don't really care. Oh, Goblin can. I can destroy those, but my fighter's probably okay right now. Farming some resources. There we go. That's what I want.
Yeah, I have no clue how good vampirism is.
Versus regen, I actually prefer regen over vampirism, but vampirism is good when you stack it. This isn't a vampire run. This is the defense run because it's supposed to be a resource grinding run. Acceleration, pure damage, regen. Pure damage is good. Damage to all. That's not defense. Defense 3. That's what I want. Even though it's a downgrade in level, it's exactly what I was looking for. Let's see. And this is all hit points anyway. So we'll leave that for suburbs, and then just plug that in there. More suburbs. Oh, a shield. Is this better defense? Yes. No. Yes. Maximum 18 defense and some regen, which is good. Blocks, suburbs, and I still have my Oblivion card. The boss gets summoned, which is about ready to be summoned. I have a feeling this thing creeps up on its own without you plopping things down, because I spent a loop and a half without plopping anything down towards the end, and the boss came. So I do think that every loop, you gain a small amount of EXP towards the boss summon. I am absolutely convinced. Because watch, I'm not going to put anything else down, even though I want to. If I get an Oblivion card, which I have, actually, let's do that instead. See how it drops when you do that? Which is good. And then I'll plop this back down. And there's my transformation resource again. I'm not going to plop anything else down. And I swear, because it's so close, it's just going to do that. See, maximum defense speed. Nah, there's no defense there. Let's see. Damage to all, attack speed. Well, it loses damage to all, but the absolute damage is just better, so I'll take it. Oh, I still want to put these down. But I swear that thing is gonna kick over even if I put nothing down. Oh, an Oblivion card. Give me a rock. Actually, you can destroy spent those things. Spent treasuries, which is fine, and then I can just put that down and then transform, and there you go. Oh, subway. Oh, but I can't. I have to destroy something first. Exquisite Nerve. Defense 3. I lose 3 defense, and the whole idea is defense, but the buff is way too good to pass up. I still want to put things down, but farming resources. Oh, this gives me... I lose pure damage and damage to all, which I really want to keep right now. And I don't think the helmet gives you actually any defense points. So... I'm actually giving the warrior a second chance because I usually grind with the other classes, but warrior is actually surprisingly tanky. When you spec him right. Counter pure damage, yeah, and I'm losing all this stuff. Yeah, and he can see him take care of harpies pretty well.
Well, and he also... You can kind of go either way depending on what your build is.
For defense. That's good.
Yeah, like... Okay, I'm building this map to go for...
See my vampirism?
I got map to go to his boss.
Right. I'm thinking about that. I got, there's 7 damage, there's 13 HP back. Vampirism isn't so horrible right now. 2, 12, 7. It's not too horrible. I'm waiting for an Oblivion card.
Very good.
But let's see, what's my resource cap? Oh, I have 2. I didn't even notice I had 2 level buffs. Oh, 1 resurrection. I'll take that. Oh, defense increases by 1 after every loop. I was gonna get the one that says defense improves attack, but I don't have that one. After receiving this trait at the start of every loop, the hero receives a with max hit points. That's Phantom Shield. Buckler, every counter heals. Defense is increased by 1 after every loop. It doesn't say it's not proactive, but whatever. And I equipped some things that give me +1 defense. What's this? I know what it is. I'm looking for defense. Damage to all, attack, regen, vampirism. Damage to all, vampirism. Max HP is really good, but damage to all is... Retaliation, evasion. I lose damage to all. I like attack speed. For the fighter, I really do like damage to all. He needs it, I think, more than a lot of other classes. Let's see. Retaliation, defense 3. No matter what the other stats are. It's always defense, go.
You know what I want to try next?
What?
I want to Oblivion the boss's place, like just one next to it, and then put a vampire castle there. And see if I can get it to spawn inside.
Inside the boss encounter?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it'll work that way, but that's something to try.
Well, I don't know. Because you can Oblivion the building that he puts up.
You can Oblivion those, yes. I've done it.
Yeah. So you should be able to put something there.
Watch this, watch this. Oh, that's a battlefield. Never mind. That was an Oblivion card. I'm like, oh.
But I haven't done it yet. But I just noticed you can open up those spaces. But there probably is something if the boss is there. You might not be able to place next to it.
I never experimented with that. That's something to think about. No defense on that. The overall damage isn't that great. This gives me... I lose 0.5 regen, but I get 4 defense out of it, so I'll just equip it. Although you don't heal very much with this. Okay. Oh! Damage to all. But I lose 4 defense in the process. I do like damage to all, though, but that's only 3 damage to all. Would have cost a 4 defense. So let's not do that. I hate these golems, these flesh golems, but I spawn them because it's what I'm putting down. Oh, there's some goodies. Attack, counter, regen if I was going for that. And certainly the vampirism if I was going for that. 7 defense! Yoink.
Well, they got the best loot, I think.
What, soldiers?
Flesh golems.
Oh, you think? I didn't really check. This defense is 3. That damage to all is 5. Damage to all. Oh, I'd have to have a really good ring for that, because my ring is 5 defense right now. That's pretty good. The game's calling me a liar. Like, I swear the blast happened. Oh, this is what I'm here for. 8 spears. Armor. Just attack speed. I could fight the boss. I do have a decent amount of resources. I could fight the boss, and I do have 1 resurrection.
All I know is when I did defense build and went up against a boss, I got slapped.
Well, let's find out if I get slapped. This is the mirror boss too, so it's not really a pushover. Now that I just opted to do it, it's time to go all out with these and throw some meadows down for good measure. These are hit points. Spiders are pointless, who cares? But meadows are HP each day, and I get metamorphosis from that. Okay, so I probably am shooting myself in the foot here because of regen, but I don't have a lot of it. Pure damage evasion, regen per second. I mean, a little bit of vampirism, but meadows. I'll put 1 there. Mountain, I will put 1 here. Meadow, I will put there. I'm getting the transformation orbs. I'm tempted to fight the boss, even though I could just escape. Defense 17, regen per second 20. I'm tempted to give up 3 defense for 2 regen per second, but let's just go all out with the defense.
Do you ever lock any of your items?
Sometimes, yeah, because if I find good synergy, like if I was doing a vampire build, I might lock that one. because it might be a trade-off I'm looking for. So yes, I have done that before, and it has actually paid fruit with the Necromancer. Because, like, let's say his necklace gives him +1 skeleton, and his weapon in his book doesn't. But I have a really good necklace that doesn't give +1 skeleton. So if I get a book that does, and it has good effects, I'll swap them around. So yes, it works that way. If you want to upgrade both items and you're just waiting on effects to swap around, yes, it's very useful.
Yeah, I usually do that. I'll do damage to all, and then I'll have pure damage, and I'll switch that.
Because I'm not sure which is better either.
Well, for bosses.
Oh, yeah, pure damage is way better than damage to all. Oh, wow, look at all this loot I just got. Like, this is regen per second and 3 damage to all. Now, the defense, though, I lose 5 defense. But, damage to all... This boss, though, has mirrors. So, damage to all...
Yeah, I've never fought this boss, so I don't know.
Retaliation, evasion... Defense 5. I lose vampirism, though. And the problem is I'm fighting a boss. I was going the defense build. But this boss, I might just need the defense, or the vampirism to survive. I still only have level 6 and 7 gear, and that's pretty pathetic, actually, for the boss.
Yeah, usually, where do you want to be around?
Level 8, level 9 gear, typically.
Oh.
That's just the rule of thumb for me, but it's not in stone or anything.
Because I've beaten the Lich at loop 6 before.
There's 2 regen per second at a cost of 5 defense. Might want to equip all 3 of these for the boss. 5, let's... Not that one. This one, though, gives me regen, and this gives me regen. I might want to do that. Suburb time? Yeah, that transforms. Suburbs? I don't think that'll do anything. I think I need to put one here. Yep. There it is. I do have 1 res, though. So let's give it a shot. So, let's go for the regen over the defense and see what happens. I have a feeling I'm gonna die. This boss is pretty cheap. Ramirez Protector, but that's why damage to all is pretty decent in this fight.
Okay.
Like, I don't say you have to have it, but it does help a lot. Like this one is 4 pure damage, but I'm not sure I want it only because well, I have 4 defense with the other one, but I'm just going for the regen. This one, more pure damage, but I lose the vampirism. I'm not sure I'm Reckoner. I mean, like, our hit points are kind of... Mine are really suffering. I only have 3 potions. And only 1 res. Well, 2 res if you count the graveyard res.
I mean, you're doing pretty even.
Seems that way. Oh, I got her! Unexpected. With the fighter.
Nice.
I've already got all of her perks, so it's just resources at this point. I wonder if I should retreat or stay. Well, if I stay, it's paused anyway. And if rage drops below 30, the hero has 20% chance to form a quick attack. Shield of Faith is pretty good if you unlock it. Each time the hero kills an enemy, you receive a stained glass window, up to 3, that 20% chance to take 1 hit from you.
Okay.
That unlocks when you kill the boss I just killed. And you're on that boss now. You're on second chapter now.
Yeah, yeah.
So that might be something to look into for you.
Okay.
I should probably flee. I I've got 19 wood, 12 stone, and 9 of these metamorphosis orbs, and that's kind of what I was farming for. And 2 orbs of immortality. So, and I spent 2 dying before. This is my little town. It took a while to get the farms like this because you have to walk them down. You have to build one next to one, build one next to one, build one next to one, then delete the 2 in the middle. Then you can get all 8 farms around. And I don't know if it's practical, but it's what I've done. Guard towers are kind of cool. They fight 1 away or 2 away depending on how they're upgraded. And this right here is really good to upgrade mud huts. Because you get space. And that's nice. Let's see. Not exciting stuff, but what I chose.
I mean, it's still better. Yeah, the cheese is really good.
Cheese is cool because, you know, you get a passive regen. And it's and it stacks with vampirism. You know, if your vampirism is 7 and you have, you know, 8 cheeses, you know, you're good. This was that because I was doing the fighter. So defense, defense, defense. And
do you know how many hours you've played of this game so far?
Yeah, it's clocked in so far at about 38 hours.
Okay, so that makes sense because I'm at 16.
Yeah, about halfway to me.
Yeah.
Once you unlock, the library, I think, that's an Intel Center, that's when you get Encyclopedia, and see how it says articles unlocked? That's that. I unlocked everything yesterday while we were talking, because I had literally 200 books. Books of memories, so I had nothing to spend them on. And I realized, oh, this is what you spend stuff on. And it tells you sort of how to get materials, and if you found them. This one was the one that I had no idea how to get for a while. Astral Orb. It says drops from mage enemies and drops from cosmic enemies. Mage enemies can be created if you have a specific... I'll show you how to create them. Bookery with Vampire Mansion. Bookery has 20 charges in it, and every time you pass it, up to 3 of the cards that you hold will be exchanged for 3 other cards. So if you put a Bookery on a corner, you can pull 6 of it each pass. So after 4 passes, you exhaust it. Once it's exhausted, it becomes an abandoned library, and areas around it now summon like these mage type characters, and vampires. If there's a vampire mansion around, it doesn't spawn vampires anymore, it spawns vampire mages.
Okay.
Now they're strong, but vampire mages drop those fragments. Okay? Another way to get them is this guy right here, Temporal Beacon. Time Watchers may join the fight. If you kill all the enemies on screen, Time Watchers flee. If you kill Time Watchers, they roll a dice. Randomly, they can drop the resource that creates those orbs that I'm talking about. These astral orbs. So, and you unlock temporal beacons by a certain building.
I believe I have them.
Those, again, Time Watchers, they support enemies in combat by giving them 20 shield points. So they make combat harder. However, they drop random resources when you kill them, or nothing, obviously. I just couldn't figure out how to get astral orbs, and it's either the Bookery or that. Those are guaranteed ways. Well, not guaranteed, but... So give that a try if you're looking for these, because you have to have astral orbs to build the alchemy. And to upgrade a few things. So, this resource isn't required in bulk, but when you need it, you're like, where the fuck do I get it?
Yeah, there's a few resources like that. Yeah. So, yeah, you showed me in that one place where to go look, and I was like, okay.
Which one?
I'll figure it out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I just unlocked the library. So.
Mud huts. I was going to build, like, these. 4 times 4 right here gets 16 block of mud huts. The river, when you unlock it, you build the river. And I actually was thinking about building mud huts across the river, but upgrading them to level 3, so it's like the elite place. Just because I'm like a sim builder. I really like to build cities. So I could get lost.
Yeah, that's what I wonder if they do an expansion on this game or something. It's going to be like more tiles, more
Yeah.
connection between your town.
Probably not, but I'm pretty sure I would say there might be a spiritual successor to the game. I was gonna do the whole vampire thing and load up with garlics and whatever. Now this right here is what you want if you want to use the storm temples. 6% chance to redirect storm temple lightning bolts. So, you know, if you had 10 or 20 of those on hand, then you'll never get hit by storm temples. And you're always redirected against other people.
That's not bad.
Yeah, if you want to use storm temples, which I don't see why not, because they just help you in battle, you get a bunch of these mirrors. And these mirrors will help. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 of them so far. So 24% chance if I equipped all of them. So.
Oh, here, hold on 1 second.
And you can have different loadouts of this. So if you want to have a temple loadout, then go to the furniture loadout that's got all of your delightful items on it. Oh, it actually unequips everything when you go to a second loadout. Oh, that's so useful. You don't have to have more resources. I didn't know that. When you go to these loadouts, it just automatically says, okay, these are all the items you have. Here's the saved loadout we have. Now you can... Okay. Did not know. Do enjoy that. Like, what if I just loaded up with 25 cheeses? I would be really hard to drop. Especially if I was the Necromancer with Magic Shield or the Rogue with Magic Shield. Oh god. Then the Rogue attacks so fast. How much food do I have? 11? I don't have any stone again. All 9 stone is gone just because I built a couple mud huts. Fudgy. It's a little bit annoying. Problem is I can't build anything here because the supply depot would have to be destroyed and I'd have to rebuild it over here. Maybe here. Because these holes can only have houses in them now. And that's annoying. But I guess it's not so annoying. You could call that like the mayor's house, maybe, in the middle of town. So I think I've got enough food though. But you have about this much too. But you have this much in like 4 farms, I think. So.
Well, I was kind of just going through the game and not even thinking about the town.
Which is what I was doing as well until I was watching your stream. And then I was getting burnt out. Then I just decided to screw around with all my resources. That's why I don't have many left, because I was totally exhausting them. Let's see. Oh, my stone farm again. Oh, do you want to see how utterly broke the Rogue can be? You play as the Rogue, right?
I've done 2 runs with the Rogue so far.
Okay, let's see. What's the Rogue gonna do? Was it this one? Let's see. For the Rogue, yes. Drop hit points, raise attack speed. You have no idea how powerful that is with the Rogue. Everyone has lower hit points, and the Rogue attacks really fast.
Seems good.
This is my Rogue build out. And, okay, Temporal Beacons was so I could farm that one resource. I wasn't sure if I wanted the Ancestral Crypt or the Arsenal. The Arsenal gives you +1 equipment. The Ancestral Crypt gives you 1 res, or one res, right? But it does give you 3 hit points when you... 3 max hit points when you kill enemies with a soul. And Grove enemies have a soul. Ruin enemies have a soul. And the Outpost is totally broken with the Rogue because he doesn't have loot drops. He has tokens. And the Outposts
he has his little goodie sack.
And the Outposts don't take those. Vampires don't. I don't know if they have souls or not, but I'm not sure. Spiders do not. But the other things do. Bandits do. Skeletons have souls. So a lot of things in here except the spiders all have souls. And so that was useful. What was I looking at with the souls? With the Ancestral Crypt, if I take that over Arsenal. Alright. So if I do that, I get more max hit points. The desert lowers max hit points, but that gives you max hit points. So you see, the rogue counterbalances all of the enemy losing hit points. It's really a strong combo. So I'm going to confirm this. Section 1, that's my rogue. I usually go to Chapter 3 for this, which you haven't seen. I don't really want to spoil anything. But Chapter 3 can give you more bonuses, but you have to survive longer. Let's see. Expedition. Rogue. Yeah. Okay, so put that. Oh yeah, Ancestral Crypt can go anywhere. Anywhere, it doesn't have to go next to you or anything. So you just kind of put it out of the way somewhere, like up there. Outposts, very strong items. Especially for the rogue. So like
you
this.
got the shape of a Cheeto trying to be Texas.
Shape of a Cheeto trying to be Texas. Let me see. I can see the Texas. I can see the Texas in that.
I also see Yoshi.
Yep, I see that too. And if you look at it from left angle, it looks like a torch.
Okay, I can see that.
And if you look at it inverted, it's a gun.
Yeah, most of them are guns, though, I've noticed.
Well, most of them are loops. If you look at it from the other way, it's definitely a backwards Texas. Yeah. If you look at it this way, it's a backwards Texas.
This.
So it's
If
backwards.
you look at it halfway through in the bottom, it's a cave entrance with water in front of it casting its image.
That took some
So
imagination.
display it
That
in
took some
half.
imagination. I had to think
Yep.
for a minute.
It's a little house, and then it's spread out evenly.
I want to do blood groves and things. Blood groves are really powerful with temples. So I'll save the outposts for later and see where I can throw them. Sand dunes. Okay, let's actually start working on this. There we go. That drops hit points for everyone. River. Rivers become oasi when they're next to deserts. Now, that actually changes their function. They don't double effects anymore. They slow enemies. So now you're slower, and they have lower hit points. But the rogue gets bonus of speed, so it's like there's a lot of offset with the rogue with this combo. Ooh, ruins. But I want blood stuff first. And you'll see why. Okay, thicket. It's definitely good for the river. Well, actually, the river is an oasis right now. Okay. Oh, treasury! Well, let's see. The river's going to come up this way. Circle this way. Come down this way. If it does that, then the treasury can go here. Yeah. Or the treasury can go up here when the river loops. The river's going to go around this way. The treasury can go up there in preparation to loop for later. Or I can go down here and walk them up if I get more. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll put it there. And I love the rogue's ability to just spec up every turn. You don't have to worry about it. Damage to all, attack speed, evasion 9. I think evasion's better right now. The sword is just objectively better than anything I have equipped right now. And this, I'll keep the damage to all over 85. Desert. I've got the vampires. This is what I wanted for multis later. But for right now, I'm getting the cards I don't want right now. I'm getting the cards that are synergizing with the things I want to put down. Oh, another one of you. Fine. You'll be like the river markers. Rivers. You get a lot of river cards early on, but then you don't get a lot later. It's weird. Well, at least that's what I'm noticing. Okay. Actually, I probably don't want vampires because the Chrono guys don't spawn with vampires. Oblivion. Ruins. Noise. I really need to put these down just to have them out. Because I need loot. I don't need loot, I need trophies. Maybe we'll start them here. And maybe an outpost can go here and help out. Outpost. Outposts stack. For instance, if you put an outpost next to this, you'll get 2 soldiers fighting with you. That's kind of nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I might want to save the forest because for blood groves, you can put blood groves next to forests. You don't need a grove. And I personally would rather not have as many groves out. 9% evasion. Damage to all. Counter. I don't really like counter, but the damage is just higher, so I'll spec into it for now. Oh, but this. The damage is just superior. So I don't really care about counter right now, so I'll just get rid of that. And evasion 9, evasion 9. Yeah, we're good. There's some slimes. And blood groves work even if there's no groves. Like, it still does the ivy even if you don't have a grove next to it. It's fantastic. Tickets. There you go. Now, since I'm not actually getting double because of Oases, I actually could put the force in there, but 4/4. Okay.
Wait, to put a tile in every space.
Yeah, I did
To
that.
do that, you want to kill the boss and then just keep on going, or
Yep.
is there a way?
You can't do it without the boss dead because you will max out the boss's meter. There's no map that doesn't do that.
Okay.
Blood Grove. Definitely with temples, I want Blood Grove. So, the river is actually going to come this way, and the river has to come maybe this way. I mean, it can come next to him as well, but if it comes this way, I can't put a forest here. But I could put a forest here, and the Blood Grove here, and a bunch of temples. But the temples here won't be affected. If I put a forest here, and then the Blood Grove here. Of course, if I put a grove here, I can put the Blood Grove here. Yeah, so I'll probably do that. Okay, let's hold on a little bit. If I get a grove, I'll be okay with the temples. Just give me a grove. Just groves are common. Come on, you know you want to drop them. Nope, you want to do villages instead. Let's walk backwards from the exit with villages. I'm not sure if I picked... Oh crap, I don't know if I picked wheat farms or not. I can't remember.
So I want to put the bookery down and then put a vampire mansion next to it.
Yeah, to get vampire mages, certainly. Like I said, it's high risk, but high reward.
Okay, I'll do it.
It's fun also, too, because you get more dialogue with every new enemy, you know? So you'll get more dialogue, and when the vampire mage dies, the living book gives you dialogue, because it's a new enemy. So there's a lot of fun stuff to be had with that. Spiders. Well, I could do some spiders. I could do some spiders over here. I'm waiting on the Blood Grove for a regular grove. Aw, you couldn't have spawned next to me, so I could have got something. Okay, we'll go over. Weapons! 12 to 18, superior to that. 10 to 15, pure damage up. Boots. Lower evasion, but damage to all. In a way, I like that. But 12 evasion is really good. I think I'm just going to max out the evasion wherever possible with the boots. Or, you know, until it gets up to like in the late teens, early 20s, then I'll start being a little bit more discreet saying, yeah, I'll do that, because that's just...
Yeah, evasion's pretty good.
Evasion is really good, and this is good, but damage to all, I might not want to... It's really early in the game to really care. Until I get to like level 6 loot, I just go for higher stats. Let's see, that's usually what I do. I'm not healing right now, which is annoying. Because I don't have a necklace. Oh, but I gave up the necklace slot, so I gave up the temporary hit points. Ooh, that's bad. I gave that up for everything else. The temporary hit points is why the road was so broken. And now that I don't have them, I feel stupid. It's not... I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about the hit points thing, but... with souls. But I needed the necklace. Live and learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, because I'm not getting the shield, and so it's really taking its toll on me. Okay, things are starting to cycle, and I haven't got what I want yet, so let's just work with this. Thicket. If I put it here, I can put the Blood Grove there, but I can't put it there. If I put it there, I could actually put it there, but put it there, I really wanted it there. Okay, but if I put it here, because the river's going through there, I can at least put the... Oh, I lost... Oh, Blood Grove right there. So at least I have it there. And... the vampires, Blood Grove, I was going to do some soldiers there, forest. Blood Groves can be built next to Blood Grove, so you can expand them that way. Living cards, forests. How about a forest? I'm just saving them. Oh, desert. Ah, village. You know what? I'm just gonna put a whole line of villages there for the memes. Sky bandits. A river runs through. Nice. Desert. For now. You're in the way of my river, you asswipe. Good thing I had an Oblivion card. Forest. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna start getting these things that I don't like if I keep popping these forests down. Let's see. The river runs through this way and around, so there it is, right there. A village question mark. That's what you get. It goes this way, the desert goes there, then the river comes through this way and snakes back down, so yeah. There you go. Boots. Starting to get higher loot now. 8% evasion, 14% evasion, and
If
evasion
I
bonus. Huh?
blow up a temporal beacon, there's a chance it will give me the loot as well.
What loot? Oh, oh no, I think it just gives you change or resource.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta kill the time dudes. That was just boots? You just gave me boots. That's all you gave me. Well, you're the lowest. I'm looking at damage right now. 2335 is the highest. Shield of Faith I might need. The hero gets +1 hit points for each trophy he gets. Yeah. Certainly I need that right now. Because I don't have my mental shield, which I don't understand why I didn't pick. Because I'm dumb. Absolutely stupid. So I'm probably not going to live, because I don't have what I need. Oh, here's a grove. Sweet. Here's a Blood Grove. There you go. Now everything is actually hunky-dory. And here's the temporal beacon. Let's see. Oh, like it was supposed to go there. That's a lot of path. And this one can go here. Oh, yeah. That's actually really, really nice.
Oh, I saw some weird brainiac dude.
That'll be him.
Okay.
Oh crap, I knew I was gonna die. Because I don't have a mental shield. Yeah, this was a big mistake. I could resurrect right now. Okay, I'm gonna resurrect and then go back to base and then change that out. So that I don't get the hit points, sure. But I need the mental shield, it's just not gonna work otherwise. And this build doesn't require vampires.
Man, they escape like crazy.
What do you mean?
Like those one guys that you were telling me about, the hovering big-headed dudes.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna flee and change that out because I was being really, really dumb. Expedition. We do not want Astro Crypt. We want Arsenal, or we can't survive. Let's confirm this again. And I don't think I want vampires, so I'm getting rid of those. And spiders don't have souls. And I have groves and ruins. I don't think I actually need spiders. But spiders... Oh, but Ancestral Crypts was all about the souls. So, maybe the cemetery and the spiders are good. You definitely don't want vampires for this. I don't know why I picked them. Because I'm doing the other thing. Ruins. Swamps are stupid. I have never found a viable swamp option. Because your regen and your vampirism work in reverse. And, when the day rolls over, you get damaged if you have meadows. Because meadows heal you each day. And if you get healing each day, it damages you. I don't understand. Like, if you fill the whole board with swamps, you'd have to only rely on potions. You can't do natural regen because it hurts you. Like, you'd have to be very, very selective in everything you pick with swamps. The one thing about swamps is starting at Quest 2 and 3, mosquitoes explode and kill all the enemies around them. So that actually is kind of funny after 3 attacks, but I didn't pick wheat fields, just villages. Okay, that's good to know. I don't want wheat fields for this. Groves, swamps, no. Cemeteries, yeah. Cemeteries and spiders with the groves. The forest, the deserts, the battlefields, the blood groves, the outpost. This is my deck, and the ruins. But with the ruins, I didn't need cemeteries. That's right, the ruins kind of counted as the all thing. So I want to minimize the cards in the deck, just to get more, like, groves. Okay. Confirm. The cemetery was about stone, but ruins can give you stone. This one. And yes, I have the appropriate setup now. Okay, let's equip some things. Okay, this is the arsenal. It has to go on the map, so I just kind of lob it there. Ruins and Oblivion. Actually, about ruins, I could ruin, no pun intended, this whole row and Blood Grove here, and here, and maybe here. So we could try it. 3 random resources. Ah, that's great. Scrap metal. Spiders too. Spider City could be up here. Forest. Let's try this whole thing again with the appropriate loadout. No, watch it give me all the river cards first. Rivers do nothing on their own. They have to augment things. If I put this here, then this will do the thing. And if I put the grove thing here, and there's nothing in the middle, so that'll be a grove, and this will be a grove. Yeah. Desert. Thicket. There you go.
Here, hold on 1 second.
Right. This armor is just going to be better. 39 in evasion bonus. Evasion bonus is king with him. 5 evasion, 5 evasion. Desert. Desert. In the battlefield. Oh, the groves are gonna go there. Battlefield can go here or here. And my villages. I'm just gonna put him here for the wolves. Oblivion you, don't want my gear stolen. Speed. Escape, because I don't have my blood grove out yet. Outpost. Very, very good. Not sure where to put it yet. I always never know these things right away. Here I could put the outpost. All the way down. Yeah, let's try that. But then again, outposts and corners are good, but I don't have the ability to do that. Good try. Aha, another compass. We'll just put that down there. He helped me, yay. Alchemist Shelf, I like those. +1 potion, can't go wrong. I don't have 66 potions, I thought I'd have 9. Ah, here we go. Boots and pants and boots and pants. Oh, critical damage and counter, but this armor is just better. So is this one, by the way. Wow, I didn't even check that one. Necklaces. The highest mental shield is this one with attack speed. Actually, that's exactly what you like with that. 10 to 15 is just stronger than the sword I have. No, it isn't. Well, yeah, 12 to 18 versus 10 to 15. Although, you know, damage to all is good. A little bit less, but damage to all I think I'll take. Evasion, 5%. 10 to 15. The mace is weak right now. It does damage to all, but it's really weak. And because it's so weak, yeah, we just want damage. Thank you very much. This one, 8 to 13. Not as good. Even though it counters, I don't really like counter. There we go, a couple quests. And treasury, that's, I have uses for those. Temporal beacons! Like it was meant to go there. Or here. This is good. There he is! Watcher. He escaped, unfortunately. But that's to be expected. Only when you can multi-hit and have a bunch of dudes, then you'll be fine. What am I checking loot for? I won't get it till the beginning. Yeah, you guys, once I get the blood groves, you're not going to escape. You can't escape. I just need the card. Another one? Sure. The river's gonna go here, so the treasury can go there. River card, sweet. Quest done. Spider City? Sure. Village for the lulz. 3 in a row. Absolutely. Forest, river, sand dune. Oh, fuck! Oh, I have to curse on... Oh my god, I need an Oblivion card or I'm gonna just... Second thoughts. Nothing. 20% chance to perform 3 attacks. I want the one where I get HP per... Oats. You get a new trait of 3. Doesn't cost a trait point. The hero gets +1 max HP for each trophy. Yes. That was what I was hoping to get. Okay. 95 magic shield attack speed and counter. Might as well take it. Boots. Evasion 5, but damage to all. These boots. The evasion isn't that much better, so I'll just take that. Weapons. 14 to 21. Is just better than the sword outright. 14 to 21, 15 to 22. It's better. There's no chance on those weapons anyway. There you go. Oh, I got quests complete. Okay, 291 attack speed. 7 pure damage and damage to all. Yeah, that's just a straight upgrade. Thank you. I need an Oblivion card or my life's gonna suck. Because I'm getting the river cards, but I won't be able to use them until... Oh, there it is! Thank you for giving me the rare drop. Plop. Jerk.
Nice.
I know, that was such bad timing to put it right there. There we go. So the Watcher died, and I got wood and memory fragments when he died. It's random what he drops. My hit points went down there. Okay. The thickets will be there. Oh, the Blood Grove. Oh, try to escape now, biatch. Aha, you can't. You can't. Outposts. I will have outposts help me. Oh, yes. I killed the... Oh, he escapes. Oh, God. It's not working as according to plan. I'm taking a lot of damage. Come on, evasion, go. Again. Oh, here's the Blood Grove I needed. Here's the river card. Blood Grove. Yeah, I was gonna do it here. I'm fighting in these places. I'm also fighting here. So I actually could use it right there. For spiders. Let's put it here. Spiders shouldn't be too much of a problem for me, but... Okay. River runs through. Forests. So that if I put it... The river's gonna go through here, so the forest is gonna go through here. Oh, sand. I'm almost dead. I died. There's the graveyard res, but... Oh, fuck. I lost a lot of stuff. I got unlucky, that was all.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens. I only got to collect a small bit of what I picked up. Mm-hmm. Oh, I wasn't equipped with anything. I was on loadout 2. That explains a lot. That explains a hell of a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, definitely have to put stuff all up with that.
Yeah. Let's see, a ham. Yeah, that was the last item on the list. Sort. Okay, what's this? Oh, alchemy shells are just what I destroy. And I don't do Skinner's knife because it's only rat wolf. One candlestick though is good. Well, I don't use lanterns though. Alright, this will help out a lot. I don't know why I didn't have this before. Yeah, I was wondering why I wasn't getting my healing. Let's try to craft some things. Let's see. This takes one of those. Oh, pick. One more preserved pebble. That's whatever. Oh, chair. Plus 1 vampirism if you already have it. That's only useful for the soldier. So because of that, having these equipped with the rogue is useless. Attackers receive damage, or 15 hit points through the campfire, but against vampires, attackers receive damage from you. Sure. And there's my potion quality, and I was hoping for a chest, actually. More regen if I already have it. The rogue can't use regen, so stools are useless for the rogue. Rogue doesn't get regen.
There's no way you can do it?
He doesn't get vampire. His traits do not include vampirism or regen. So there's no point in giving his loadout anything like that. But there is points of giving him other things. Let's see. I mean, kitchen knives maybe, but that's only, because I mean, I can get more hit points when I cross go. Do not pass go. No, do pass go. Actually, I'm not using the undead. Well, no, I am. Cemeteries. Wait, am I using cemeteries? No. It's groves, it's ruins, it's spiders. There's no undead with him. So there's no point in equipping. I'm not using vampires, and I'm not using undead. So there's no point in equipping that. The candlestick is just... I'm not... Oh, I am using beacons. Candlestick makes sense. I'm not using storm temples, so mirrors don't make sense right now. Although I could use storm temples. I have 4 mirrors, but... Okay, that just gives me more wood, and it's not really that important. Everything else I already have equipped. That's gonna help. More healing when passing through campfire. Hit points when you swap gear. More healing when passing through campfire. More potions. Receive 5 HP while passing through villages. I mean, useful. If I have nothing else, sure. Foes receive 1 damage. Wait, you can put these in 2 places? No, just this one. About to say that doesn't make sense. Hit points when passing through the campfire, but that's only once per loop. Villages might not be a bad call, because I do throw them down. For the rogue, and axes, maybe. This is the last item I can place. More pebbles. Actually, yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, so that's fine. Now that just gives me defense up the butt. Okay, now the rogue's loadout is what I want. No undead. Can't do vampire, can't do regen. No point in equipping anything like that with him. And what is this? I want to upgrade this. There you go. That's great. Expedition, let's try again. This time with actually equipped stuff. Arsenal? Yeah, I always just put it next to the... Oh, the campfire's in the middle this time. Now it's a heart, almost, or a smiley face. It is a smiley face. It is a smiley face. Definitely. Let's give him a nose. Temporal beacon, absolutely. Like it was made to go there. Grove, village. I like to put villages here just for the laughs. Groves, yes. We can. The villages go there. We can start putting groves here for all the good stuff. A grove there, and this is actually a good spot too. For one, temples and things. Put one there, and then you're good all the way around. Up through that point. If I put a grove here, I could put them in 2 spots. Yeah, let's do that. So just 1. Oh, I killed him! Sweet. 5 memory fragments. Spiders! Sure, let's go back with what we were doing. Aha, treasury. Okay, temporal beacon. Well, I could just do some temporal stuff. Actually, yeah, and everything except that would be temporal. That actually it works out rather well. Well, that went rather well. I don't see what could possibly go wrong. Let's put that there. I killed him again. Nice. Totally one-shotted him. Okay, there's the blood grove I was searching for. These are the blood groves you're searching for. They are indeed. Antique shelf. I just destroy those. They're kind of useless. Antique wardrobes, on the other hand, not so much useless. Now all I need is a necklace. Okay, the river goes there. Forest goes there. River. Aha. Damage and defense. 3. Oh, evasion bonus. That's just 10 evasion right off the bat. with
That's
level 2
not-
boots. That's great. I never knew level 2 could have evasion bonus of +7 on them. That's nice. 25, 24, 48. 25 and attack speed 3. For now, that's fine. 7 to 11 just trumps anything I have. There we have it. Yes. Oh. This is just so much better. Sorry. I killed him. Sweet. And he gave me time shards. That's a resource I like having. He'll escape if you kill everyone. Yes, that's what he does. Quest complete. Desert up. Sweet. Sometimes you get loaded with river cards. Other times you never find them. It's like, what the hell? Exquisite Mirror. Hey, if I just keep finding them, that would be a fun loadout. I swear, if I get 10 Exquisite Mirrors, I'm going to do the loadout and pick the temples. 60% chance is just too good to pass up. It would be fun. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh.
In the rogue, I mean, yeah, he's fast anyway. Come on, come on. I don't want to die on him. Alright, there we go. Just knock these down. 16 trophies. Aha, the villages. Go. And the temporal beacon one more time. Right there. As if it was made to go there. Everything will be temporal except, one more temporal beacon. Okay, there we go. Up to level 3 gear. Okay, weapons. 8 to 13. 7 to 11. 13's better. 4. 14 to 21. Just all around better. 306. 226 in pure damage. I'll do the pure damage for a while. Boots, though. I have 10 evasion with the boots I have, but plus 10% attack speed is kind of hard to pass up. 66 damage to all and defense. Sure. Can't go wrong with some defense with the Rogue's Temporary Shield now, can we? Oh, I got some loot for that quest. 9 to 14. Evasion bonus. Everyone loves evasion bonus. I'll take it. Especially for the rogue. He lives by his evasion. Go. Mirror shard, right? Oh, feet. The hero receives 7% less damage for every enemy. 7% less damage if there's more than one enemy that you fight. Or after the second enemy. So if you're fighting 3 or more, you get 7% damage for 4, 14% less damage for 5. Very good. Oh, yes.
1% damage decrease.
Oh, yeah. 7% and 14% if you fight 4 or 5 enemies. And I routinely fight 4 or 5 enemies. When they're maxed out like this. So, yes. Grove? Yeah, I was going to put a grove here as well. And here. Yeah, see those 4 enemies right there. So that's damage reduction. Flat out. Let's see, if I build there... Oh, this goes to here. The grove goes to there. Another one goes here. Or here. Or here. There. Put that there. And we should be fine. Oh, you queer! It happened again. I need an Oblivion card. Oh, crap. Oh, put that there. Tickets. Without an Oblivion card, that's gonna hamper my plans. Come on, give me Oblivion. I can't survive now with that one. Okay. Bonus garb. Boots, boots. Okay, well, this is 13% evasion. But let's look at the other boots. 4% evasion bonus, 9% evasion. Damage to all was kind of hard to pass up. 13%, 11% evasion and 3 defense isn't bad. Sure, because what I don't evade, I could probably tank. 91 magic shield and 5 evasion. I lose 2 damage to all, but evasion's too good to pass up. Max hit points, damage to all, and attack speed. Yes. I lose 2 pure damage, but nothing I can do about that. Outpost. Yes. I will outpost many things. Right there. Sand and forest. It comes around here. The river comes through. Goes on this way. Okay, whatever. Necklace time. Damage to all. And I don't care about counter, really. But crit damage chance and damage to all. But I lose magic shield. Give it a try for a while. It's still only level 4 gear. Which I'm not too picky until it gets higher. River? Sure, but I need Oblivion cards. Because you put the temple down where it shouldn't go. And I got a river card I can't use, but temple can go here. Exactly what I wanted. Please don't let me cycle through the river card. I really need all the river cards I can get. Okay, well, the forest. River comes this way, forest comes this way. I need to put things there. Although river going next to the road changes the road into reeds, actually. And reeds spawn different enemies. So that's not actually horrible to do, but it does take away some of the versatility there. For like outposts and things. So we'll hold off on that. I should get another Oblivion card. They're rare, but... Okay. And do I want to snake it back around this way for a while? Yes. Snaking the river is a good option. All the river cards that I can't use because you cock-blocked my ass. The river has to connect with other river cards. Yep. That's the thing. Did I put it here? Yeah. Wow, I really want those 4 river cards. 5 river cards. Please give me an Oblivion. There it is! Oblivion time. I appreciated that. Thank you. Let's plop these down before I can't anymore. Game trying to do stupid stuff to me. I don't put that many deserts down, actually, but what I do put down. Okay, so if the river comes this way, stops here, snakes this way, comes this way. Or it comes this way. Yes. Make it come that way. And then, but if it comes that way, it can't snake back around that way. It's got to have one piece. So, maybe it comes this way, snakes this way, comes up and snakes. Yes. Okay, that's even better. Comes down this way. Goes this way, plops up to there. And yes, that'll maximize how many spaces I have of it. Yes, desert. For now. Outposts. Oh, right here, right. This is what I want to do for that area. Forest, yeah. Okay, for the river. River! Yay. Although the boss will be summoned if I keep holding the river. And kind of like spiders, sure. Loot time. Level 7 loot. That's pretty good for loot 5. What did I get for perks? Keep a card after placing it. I'm always tempted, but... Master Fencing. 10% chance to simultaneously attack 2 targets. For each missing 10% of max hit points, the hero has a 0.5% chance for 1,000 6% damage, but I'm gonna do simultaneously attack 2, 10% chance. Okay, boots. I have 2 pairs to choose from. 6%, 7 defense. 14% and pure damage 6, yes. Armor. 3 to choose from. Basic up. Damage to all and counter. Evasion bonus. Oh, that's a hard choice. Because both are good right now for me. I have multiple targets. I need evasion. It also gives me counter 8%. Alright, let's go for that. It was a hard call. But I... Oh, but then the level 7 weapon can just plop. And I lose, okay, damage to all 2, but 124 mental shield, 137 mental shield. Losing crit damage chance, damage to all, and counter though is painful, but let's just go with the higher mental shield. It's only a level 4 item. Although it seemed to drain really rapidly there. Battlefields. These are enjoyable because they're ensuring you might get ghosts. I like ghosts because they have a special resource. So let's battlefield this area over here. River runs through. Desert. Oh, when a desert touches a forest, it makes like a jungle.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. If I can. Okay, the river actually is going this way, so I'm gonna actually go the forest that way. Yeah, it's another transformation. I found all on my own. Magic shield goes way down, but evasion bonus. I mean, I like the evasion bonus. I mean, it's so good. Forest. And the river would snake up by 1 this way, and then come this way. So it would snake 1 piece, yes. River. Okay, so if the river's gonna snake up 1 tile, and then go over 2, then it needs to go that way. Yes. I don't want to do that. I want it to go down. Yes. Ah, one of those. Lovely. I usually don't Oblivion those. It goes this way, it comes down this way. So this is actually the end of the river. Okay, it's going to follow the tree line. That way I know where it's going. Sweet. Ah, 1 more temporal beacon. That's the last one I can put in the middle. And it covers everything except this last area here, which I won't be able to cover because the river has to go there. I could do it if I wrap the river around, destroy that, but if I do that, I destroy... Yeah, I'll just have some of the map not covered by temporal beacon. It's fine. Nice. River. Take it just all the way this way. The thing about level 3 is you can place more of the map tiles down before the boss shows up. Every level you can do that except for the 4th level, which I only played once and got my ass kicked, so I said, this isn't a good idea. This will transform the road, actually, into Blood Road. I don't want to do that. This won't. Because, it's just how that works. That right there is pretty good. This covers that, this covers 3. I actually wanted to put a Blood Grove there. Which means... Ah, there we go. This battlefield will transform next to a river. Have you seen that yet?
No.
Well, that's what happens. It becomes a shipwreck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to get to those kind of places.
Ah, here's a village. And the river's gonna follow the forest all the way. Yes, it will. village again. Spiders up here. And the desert's gonna stop. I'll show you. Oh, does it work here? It does. You get a Maquis. A Maquis. Prickly inhabitants of arid lands. Enemies deal 2% less damage, but they attack 2% faster. But check this out. Desert. Creature's HP slows down. And check out Oasis. Negative 1% attack speed to other creatures. So, Maquis that make them attack less damage, but faster, is countered by the Oasis.
Okay.
So not only are the enemies getting lower hit points, slower speed, with the Maquis, they're also dealing less damage.
Yeah, that's a nice little workaround.
That's a great synergy right there.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have desert next to forest, and you also have to have desert next to Oasis. So it's like a desert next to river to get the Oasis, and then desert next to forest to get that. So you do some strips, and you work on it, and over on the left side, and so you have Maquis on the left side, and you have Oasis on the right side, and it all pans out to being really, really good to debuff enemies. And the debuff on you is balanced already out. So and forests give you +1 attack speed. Rivers double that. So
yeah, that's really good.
I like to loop the river like this because Oasis don't count as rivers anymore. So you don't get the double bonus, right? But if you loop back around like this, now these forests on the left side are actually benefiting from the river as well.
Makes
so
sense.
You've got Oasis and this. So, I kind of like to do that. To have some Oasis and some not. I just found this out to be very, very effective. Oh, I killed him. Nice. It does take up deck space, though. Excuse me. Could you die, please? Oh god, I hate wolves and their evasion. It's crap. Aha, temples. Battles. Oh yeah, battlefields. I like battlefields. I was gonna put battlefields here or here. Ah, there we go. Yeah. That way I'd have two. This goes there. This goes there. There you go. That's right. It changes to blood path. Yeah. I forgot about that. River. Thicket. Forest. Okay, if the river comes this way, you want it to snake up. Well, if it goes this way, it could snake this way a bit. But if it goes straight up this way, then I could put Maquis, which with desert Maquis. Actually, yeah, it's interesting, but it would probably counterbalance just fine by the speed I'm getting. So, less damage but faster speed, and Maquis and Oasis drop that. If the river actually goes this way with desert, no, I can't do that. If the river goes this way, because you need the Oasis for the attack speed, and the Maquis counterbalances that. So I want river, desert, forest on this side, so the river actually has to go this way. Which means I lose some of the speed on that side, but that's actually not horrible. So the river comes through this way and stops there. So forest up to that point. Gotcha. And that's where the desert comes in here. The river's going to come up this way and the desert's going to be here. So if the river comes that way, that's where the desert is. Because it'll make Oasis and Maquis. Outpost. Actually, I don't think I want two shipwrecks there. I wanted another outpost there. Put an outpost here. I could put an outpost here, or even here. I like outposts. They're OP with the rogue. So, sure. Just give me more of them. 45, 46 loot pieces. I'm almost ready to get new stuff. Ruins. Yes. Forest, river, absolutely. River, absolutely. Forest. Forest and McKee is what I'm going to build up over here. Yeah, right there, the forest and McKee. I have everything I want, right? No. This is better. Damage to all, fantastic. I got some loot from a quest and didn't even remember. Nice. And damage to all is good to kill the Watchers. Because it starts, you know, because you get more damage on them. Okay, so that's another... No enemies can spawn here except bandits. I got 4 bandits, they can steal my crap. Great. I need an Oblivion Gate to kill those guys. River. Yes, river. Okay, so... Forest. Forest. Thicket. Man, look at all those, like, supports I have right now. That's great. Okay, desert makes McKee. Transformation. It's counterbalanced by Oasis over there, and more Oasis will be made soon. There we go. Let's equip stuff. Woo! That's a good array. 2 boots. 1 boot. Just 1 boot. Attack speed, counter and critical damage. Less evasion. I like attack speed. I don't really care about counter. You know, I think my level 7 boots are fine. Pure damage is good. I lose damage to all, though. I only have 12 damage to all right now, and I really like that speed. But 1 defense ain't bad. What about the other armor? Pure damage, attack speed, and evasion. Well, if I'm going to increase my hit points and lose damage to all, evasion is a good way to go. But do I... Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, weapons. No, first necklaces. Pure damage counter. Attack speed counter. Pure damage attack speed. Let's do pure damage and attack speed over a few more points. And... I mean, I like attack speed, but... Okay, weapons. I only have... Well, I have actually a bunch to choose from here. Hold on. Level 8. Evasion bonus! Oh! That takes the place of the Qatar outright. A new Qatar. Pure damage and defense. Next to the maces, damage all. This one, attack and counter. Don't really care about counter. Attack speed's good, but... pure damage and defense. Counter. Don't care about counter. But the Qatar is just a bonus in damage altogether, but I lose all of my damage to all this way. I just get some pure damage, 3 defense, and a lot of damage. I'll get rid of it. Maybe I'll get a level 8 mace. I don't like losing damage to all of it. He shines with it. Spiders don't spawn in the city. They will spawn over here, though. Grove? Why do I want a grove? Blood grove? 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Grove here. Just put 1 there. Sand dunes. Dare steal my stuff, thieves. Okay. Sand dune. The river ever goes that far. Ah, here we go, blood stuff. That's what I was hoping for. Beautiful. Oh, I have a new weapon. It's not as good. Oblivion card. I could destroy some things like bandit camps because nobody likes them.
They're not so bad.
Oh, I'll deal with that. No, they are bad because they steal your gear. Nobody likes that. Ah, Blood Grove. Here. I like to Blood Grove the entire map because it just makes me happy to see the vines suck everything up. This is the last of the deserts, though. And for groves, I put a Blood Grove here, so I can put a grove here, and that'll be it. No more towns past those. I think 5 towns in a row, as a joke, is plenty. I get 5 quests per cycle anyway. This is my second to last Dune card. Temporal beacons I can't really place anywhere anymore. So those are useless. Outposts, though, are not useless. I shall put an outpost here to help me out. It's always fun to put outposts down. This is my last sand dune. Well, the river will go this way and then cut across this way. And I'd like to put some forest on that one. So, yes. This will be the last row of actual deserts, and I won't put any more down. Oh, I got a perk. Lowers the quantity of items received on the camp by 3 while increasing the quality of exchange trophies. So we won't get 10 anymore, you'll get 7, but the quality will go up. A rat wolf may come to your aid. You know, I actually like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's just extra help. I didn't get it this round. But yeah, you can't go wrong with extra help. Grove. Well, Blood Grove is gonna go there and there. I actually don't need any more groves. I like to put down more temples, but no more rat wolves. Quest complete. Okay, but I can do forests. The river runs through here. The forest runs there. Oh, the forest, we're doing this. We're giving myself my keys. That's right. Quickly lands. And this is the last desert tile I am going to place. Everything else is going to be forests. For speed. No more dunes. Sorry. I'm doomed out. I'm doomed out. I got a miner's pick. That's if you want to farm some pebbles. Okay, so thickets. I'm not getting river cards anymore. No.
So 4 oil paintings. Now I can do 16% more damage to bosses.
That with yeah. Oh damn. Yeah, that'll probably help you with the mirror. Absolutely.
Well, and also taking on the boss at low level too.
Lower level, you're right. You can do that. Battlefield. There's battlefields there. They cover that. This covers that. This can cover quite a bit. I was gonna put an outpost there though. But I could put it there. But there's something to cover there. But I'm a big fan of battlefields. I really am. So let's cover the battlefields. The river's going that way, so it's gonna make the battlefields into a shipwreck anyway. Outposts, yes. That'll cover that. Outpost this, outpost that. Yeah, it'll just pair them up. And then I can outpost this area right there. In fact, I think I should.
Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Sure. Battlefield can go there. Because the forest can go there. And yeah, and this can just go right there. Spiders? Eh. No, I'm gonna do more help before I put more spiders down. River. And a Bloody Grove, yes. I think this will be my last Bloody Grove. this one, don't forget the river goes that way. This Bloody Grove. Go here. This one goes here, and this one goes here. The one piece that doesn't have the Bloody Grove, and it's right there. I actually wanted the Bloody Grove to go here, or here. Actually, Oblivion, this. Perfect. The Grove. Actually, yeah, if I put... You can't bulldoze the campsite. Over 70%. I Bloody Grove this area. This is fine, but... That way I can temple more areas and not have to worry about it. That was the whole idea behind the Bloody Groves. No temples there. I could battle zone that. That way I don't have to worry about temples. Temples can go everywhere. I did spiders up there. It's fine. I'm just gonna grove. I'll grove them here. And then I just won't Bloody Grove any more areas. Keep the Oblivion card. But I can grove some areas. Yeah. Since there's no Bloody Grove in this area, I can just grove these three. That way I won't be tempted to put temples there. That's about it. Outposts. I do like me some outposts. They actually help during the boss encounter temporarily too. It's kind of fun. Sirens are not really enjoyable. But whatever. What the hell was that? Okay, village. Do I seriously want... Oh, my last village. The 6th village. Yep, that's the last village, and no more bandits. Hey, river runs through.
Okay, I'm back.
Nice. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was zoning out there because I was like, okay, I need to build this, need to build this. Now I'm going to take on a boss here. My building strategy has changed a whole lot.
Yeah, once you learn synergies... You see how my road is now like outlined in white? That tells me I'm over 70%. And I actually like that setting. It's like a warning. Battlefields. Battle zones. Yes, I was going to put one here. Another shipwreck. I don't mind so much. Hopefully I get a couple more rounds before the boss. I'd like to have like level 9 loot. Oh, okay, here we go. Pit Pocket, I like that, but you will get a new choice of 3. Bottomless Bottle, 40% chance not to spend a potion when you use it. I mean, it's a chance, right? I'll take it. It doesn't hurt me, and I didn't have any other good ones. So. Oh, I got all level 10 gear except for 1. Now that's good. Boots. Oh wow, I'm boot heavy. I got 4 boots to choose from. Hold on. Counter, evasion, and crit chance are all 6% at level 10. That is amazingly consistent. Evasion 16, defense, and critical... Evasion down 10, but counter and critical damage... Actually, counter and evasion bonus is 16. I lose pure damage, but I get 6 critical hit chance out of the deal. I'll take it. So, boots are done. Oh, I missed these. Evasion just 20% flat out and attack speed 20%. I lose the counter and the crit chance, but no, this is better. I didn't even see those. Okay, so mental shield up. Damage to all. Evasion bonus. and critical damage. Mental shield. Evasion bonus. Critical damage. Oh, but damage to all for this one, but this is 188 points. I have to go for it. That takes care of the necklace. That takes care of the boots. There's only 2 armors to choose from. Defense, attack speed, and critical damage chance is good. Defense, 11. That's just flat out good, actually. Just, here's 11 defense. But attack speed and 4 defense. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now the weapons. Critical damage chance. Wow. That's better than the Qatar. I'll take it. Now this weapon. Defense, attack speed, and counter. I lose 10% evasion bonus. My evasion bonus right now is... Where is it? Where is it? Evasion bonus, where is it? 40%. Equipping this would drop it to 30%. It would give me flat out just more damage though. From 23 to 35 to 27 to 40. Actually, it's only a 5% max increase and a 5% minimum increase, and I lose the evasion. So while it's level 9 and I'm 8, I think I'll keep my 8. I think my 8's just a little bit better in this regard. Thicket. This is my second to last forest to plop down for McKee. Alright. And I'm not doing any more villages. Ruins. Actually, I'm doing a couple more ruins. Oh, treasure, actually. Well, the river goes here. That'll take care of some of the treasury. So I need no more deserts, I need no more temporal beacons, I need no more villages. The whole point of this thing too is I know that most of my cards get retired. So I know they're just fodder. That's all they really are. Evasion bonus. No, but the attack speed was better than the 5 damage to all, I think. And yeah, the mental shield is just... Now I'm just ripping through them. Okay, groves. Bloody groves. There, because it will stop me from building a temple there. Oh, outposts. I like outposts. That's the whole point of this build. So, if I just kind of build them along the road here. Another outpost. I mean, I can't go wrong with these. These are fantastic. Thicket. There it is. My last McKee. Okay, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 11, 12. Enemies deal 24% less damage. No less than 50%, but 24% less damage. But they're 24% faster. However, the Oasai has dropped them to 11. It will be 12 if I destroy this. So 12% faster for 24% less damage. And if I destroy this thing with the next Oblivion, I'll flop a desert down, it'll be evened out, it'll be 12. So yeah, that's not too bad. Plus, my speed is completely offset. I'm supposed to have lost 6% speed, but the forest has way more than made up for that. But yeah, balance it out. Only 28 loot? Wow. Okay, the sirens are a bit annoying with 4 support worms. Yeah, that's a bit painful.
Yeah, that would not be good. That's why the runes are a bit hit and miss.
I know they give you random resources, but gotta be careful with them. That's why I do Bloody Grove, so the worms can't flee. Because if they flee, they add to the next level, up to like 4 extra.
Okay.
So that's why I don't... that's why I always make sure they can't flee. Okay. Thickets. Forests. I'm tempted to put some forests down. I can do forest in a few places. The river's going up through here, so actually some forests could actually be planted here. The boss is about to come. I'm not sure I can kill him. Okay, I'm gonna wait for one more loot to see if my loot improves. Well, if I put this down, it's gonna be too late. Almost. The river's going that way. Yeah, the river's coming up this way. Just one on one side, one on the other. There's actually no spot for this side. I don't need it. So I'm not too worried about cycling through it. This is how I think he's broken. Because now the rogue just has a lot of synergy. We must have the shield, a few things in reserve, but... Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Level 11 gear. I'm pretty sure I could take the boss on now. Let's see what we've got. And I do want to take him on. Okay, let's see. I do have a weapon, 2 weapons. Pure damage or evasion bonus. Evasion bonus goes down 6. Critical damage chance. Pure damage. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade actually both weapons. Armor. Ooh. So you give me attack speed. And crit damage chance. That's hard to get rid of. Evasion bonus. No attack speed. But it goes from 500 to 631. And hit points on this map are reduced because of desert. And that actually, I think, applies to the boss as well. So, it's like you want more hit points. Max hit points. Pure damage. Attack speed counter. Let's grab it. Okay, necklace time. I've got a lot of necklaces. This was necklace heavy. Attack speed. I lose evasion bonus, but I get attack speed. Evasion bonus more 10%. 201. 31% attack speed. Wow. But okay, it's a toss-up between 10% evasion, which is what's my evasion at right now? 35%. My attack speed is a plus 127. So either I get plus 140%, or I get plus 45% evasion, and 4 extra defense to boot. All right, I'll go for the evasion. That was a hard choice. Yeah, it really was. I'll save it for later, but I'm probably never going to equip it. Actually, now is a good time to summon the boss, so let's just do it. 1, 2... There he was, 2 tiles away. Okay, so let's just do river. I could just throw Snout Posts down, because... Where the hell am I? I just started the loop, so... And I'm close to the forests. I could just plop these down. Oh, yeah. So the river's coming up this way, so... Forest... Get river comes up through here, and river goes this way. Yeah. So forest go here. Plus, it's just gonna give me more attack speed. So okay then. Let's talk to the treasure. Actually, well, no, the river's going that way, so no. I just turned in some quests, so let's see. I got thickets though. Just more speed. All the speed I can get. Give me the forest, buddies. Just load it up. Silverware! That's not useful because I don't fight undead on the... I don't grind undead with the rogue. River.
There's some good perks you can get for undead, though.
Oh, I know! That's why I have a different loadout for that. Just for the rogue, I don't do undead.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I took all the French rods. Oh, there we go. I got a lot of support on this guy. Oh, and the river! Ah, here comes the oasis. Yay. I wonder how many river tiles I'm going to get before the end, because that's actually nice. Oh, crap. I have an elite flesh goal. That's actually really painful. That was really painful, actually. I am healing a little bit when I fight. Yeah, killing things. Oh, I have a level up bonus perk. Blissful Ignorance, a full hand of Oblivion cards. Smoke Screen, after losing 20% of my max hit points, I will evade all attacks for 2 seconds. So every time I drop 20%, that's actually good for the boss, I think. I'm probably guaranteed to drop it, so yeah. That's actually very good. Forest actually doing with Kaiju.
I'll be back again. Now my dog needs to go out.
Of course.
Okay.
Could Oblivion something. Just as a rule, No! Oh, wait. I'm good. I thought I died. Whew. But I'm getting close. I'm getting really close. spiders that come through these guys. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. I ruined him. Oh, sweet. Maybe I can do one more loop. Finish the, finish all this. Yeah. I don't have any Oblivion cards. Outposts. I like outposts. They are so good to me. I like them. They're so cool and good to me. I get help everywhere I go, so I need it. Don't you know? Well, I can't put them there. That is reserved for things like this. Spider den or something. Do I need to Oblivion anything? I don't think so. Which is odd, I don't like wasting those cards. Actually, I kind of want to destroy one of these things. Yeah, one of these. I don't know what I'm going to put there. Help us. Well, I didn't even check the loot. Oh, stupid me. Ouch! Whoa, that sucks. Damn, their evasion is huge. Yeah, I can take that. Okay, if I survive this, I'm probably not going to go to another loop, I think I'm set. There it is, the river runs through the entire place. Nice. Let's put down some things. No, I just went outposts. Now the game teases me with level 14 gear and saying, hey, we'll keep you ahead of the power curve. Because why not? Well, I got a lot of good resources, and each time the hero passes through a tile, it will heal for each non-road tile. It's pretty good considering that's like 5 HP. The hero is 10% of his fine. No, I guess I'm gonna flee. I've got 7 stone, not a lot. Orb of Expansions, 30 wood, yeah, that's all I can carry on that one. Whew! Well, that was nice. Only one of those left. Orb of Unity. Farms, thank you. I could build some mud huts. I could actually build another forest, which I kind of want to do. Kind of like build some forest up along the top here, maybe here. Just looks nice. But the mud huts. Yes, the mud huts. Gotta love the mud huts. And I wish I could upgrade them, but You need stone. So deficient in stone. Wow. That was a 2-hour stream. That wasn't too horrible. That was a grind fest. That was fairly entertaining, and I only died once or so. Supply. I can throw one more item in the mix here, right? But in this case, if you're not fighting undead, or you don't have access to vampirism or regen, those are useless. So, you know, +1 hit points after killing. The rogue does a lot of killing. So, you know. This one, you know, Reserve Pebble and stuff. Rogue just does all the killing, you know. So, loadout 2. Now this is probably going to be for the Necromancer. Now see, everybody benefits from potions, right? Antique Wardrobes 2, 5 hit points every time something new is equipped. So you gotta love these, you know. Chance of finding rare items, you can't go wrong there, right? Now, vampirism is not a skill that the Necromancer gets. So everyone benefits from boss damage if you're gonna go that route. Yep. Defense. Now, the Necromancer actually pairs up very well with undead when you fight them. So, he doesn't pair up very well with other things, but he pairs up great with undead. So, actually pairs up good with dead. Right? More damage against vampires and things, right? Throw some beacons out there. I don't do the beacons with the Necromancer because the vampires, you want to fight them. You don't. Well, the Watchers don't do anything with that, so they don't synergize with that very well. No vampirism, doesn't need it. More healing when passing through campfire, but more damage against all undead is just, you know, 2 against all undead, or 4 against -4 from vampires, right?
And I'm back, by the way.
I'm doing a Necromancer loadout for the camp menu supply.
Oh,
the Necromancer, nice. I like to fight undead with him. He's pretty good against undead.
So each one of those numbers isn't for the boss, it's for the loadout, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
You're gonna have a general loadout and then one for each character, you know. So I'm like, okay, let's see.
And sorry that took me so long. I'm not catching a break today. Went outside to take my dog out, and then the storm's coming in. So I had to go tie some stuff down.
The Necromancer gets regen. Doesn't he get regen? Yeah, he gets regen.
I don't remember.
He gets regen. So stools he could benefit from. Yeah, he gets regen. I balance back and forth, but his regen, he gets mental shield as well. His regen is okay, but if something else can work his way, then I'll give it to him. HP after killing an enemy is kind of good for anyone. I didn't craft these cheeses, but I have them. Now for resources, since he's crypt, preserve pebbles are a thing of his. And I do stone with him, I guess. Everyone benefits from defense. more healing when passing through the campfire is always nice. When passing through a village. The Necromancer I do villages with, so that's semi-useful. And then there's always the stool regen if you have it, 20, 40, 60, 80. With all these stools, if I give myself regen, I'll always have +1 regen. But it takes 5 stools, but there it is. This 1% HP for every food item. Oh. That's just a +13% increase off the bat there. And this gives you more hit points when passing through the campfire. And this just gives you more base hit points. 10%. No. 13%. So an extra 26% health. But it's base hit points. Does that scale with when you get more hit points? I'd like to say it does because it's percentage based.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that actually would make the Necromancer more powerful. Get your knives. I don't have additional healing when passing through the campfire. 1 times loop healing, or flat out 15. Well, I usually don't go 15 loops, so
Yeah,
one of
me
these
either.
pans would probably be better. But then again, if you have 5 of these, you get 5 per loop. So if you do 10 loops, you're at 15. So I mean, just hit or take, because if you layer these, they're better than flat out old frying pan. So if you stack these all up, by the time you get to loop 7, if you had just say 20 of these, then you would be 400 hit points greater, or 400 healing when passing through the campfire. Now that would be huge.
And that procs when you go to boss too, right?
Just before the boss, yeah. If you have,
Mhm.
which you have to have that one thing built in your town, but you already have it, so it allows you to get the campfire right before if you have it on pause, yeah. So yeah, that would be good, but one of these is just all you need. Get rid of one of those. Necromancer, great against undead, so that's good. I think another hut will give me another jewelry slot, I think. Or upgraded huts might do that. Level 3 huts, I think, give you jewelry. Yeah. Furniture, I guess food, but then maybe tools level 2 and jewelry level 3 for huts, I think.
Okay.
I believe, because I have the fewest tools and I only have 1 level 3 hut. Right there, you can give residents 2 pieces of furniture, a tool, food, and jewelry. Yeah, this unlocks a jewelry slot. So, yeah. But to upgrade, I need food. But I have lots of fucking food. What am I doing with all of my food? I don't know. Although I do have level 5 Doctor's Hut. Max 6 potions plus alchemist shelves. And potions heal 10% of max hit points. And each visit to the campfire gives you 4 potions. And that's how you get the swamp card and the witch's hut card. If you put down 3 swamps, you get a witch's hut. And there's some dialogue with that.
Okay.
I'll show you what witches do in the encyclopedia. Where are they at?
Oh, I actually have to get going.
Okay, so here's the witch really fast.
Okay.
Instead of attacking, heals enemies with the least HP. She can't heal artificial life or objects, and can't heal the same creature more than 2 times. And she can deal damage. This is bad. She can deal 10% of max HP damage to the hero with 5th attack and heals a random enemy. Medical ethics will heal the hero and his allies if there are no subjects left to heal. So what she does is she heals other enemies. She'll attack you once per combat, and then she will heal you when you leave. Once per battle, summons a protective totem instead of attacking. So she's like a mixed bag.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, she'll heal enemies, she'll attack you once, and then she'll heal you once. So it's like, but you have to have swamps for her. And I don't like swamps. There's like a special build for that. Alright, dude, thanks for chilling with me on the live stream.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. Yeah, when I get focused into the game and like I hear that you're able to keep up with your own game, I'm just like, let you do your thing. But
maybe next time I'll watch
next
your
time
stream.
we're on, let's get some topics and stuff like that and hammer them out.
Sure, we could just talk about bullshit. I'm cool with that.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright.
Talk to you later.
Later. And at that, I'm going to stop the stream.